check. Do we have sound? Okay. Week 4, Living Room Live. All right. We have sound. You can hear me. It's my least favorite part of these live streams, the very beginning, awkward stage. I feel like I'm on the moon or something. Can you guys hear me? This week I'm using my iPhone, so hopefully, what's up? Hopefully I don't have any issues this week. My other phone packed it in. Loving the red, thank you. It sounds great. Okay, good. Thank you, Dawn. Great. This is good. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in. Hope you guys are having a great week in isolation, with all things considered. Nice. I like watching your comments. It's so funny because when this all started, my living room live, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be a one-off thing, but now it's turning into a weekly thing, and I know for at least one more week I'm going to do this. The National Arts Centre of Canada awarded me a grant to do a live concert, and so I'm going to be doing that next week on the 23rd. It'll be Canada Performs, and I'm going to be donating that to the Unison Benevolent Fund. I don't know who my guests are going to be next week, but I'm planning to do something fun and Canadian and hopefully encourage others to help donate to the Unison Benevolent Fund, which is an emergency relief fund for anyone who's in the music industry across Canada. So that's next week, but this week I've got some really special guests, a friend of mine, Alt Bloom, Ethan Thompson, and Betty Who. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. We'll talk to them a bit later. What else? I think that's good. I think I'm just going to start off. So I asked you guys a couple days ago for requests and any questions to send me, and I'm just sorry, I'm reading a question now. I'll have to try to read that later. And someone requested this song, and I figured I'd start off my live this week with Radiohead, High and Dry. It's one of my favorite songs, and it's a fun one, so enjoy.
Two jumps in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever. Well, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, you kill yourself to never ever stop. You kill yourself for recognition, you will be the one screaming. So don't leave me high. Well, don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Well, don't leave me dry. We're drying up in conversation. You will be the one who cannot talk. When all your insides fall to pieces, you just sit there wishing you could still make love. And they're the ones who hate you when you think you've got the world all sussed out. Who'll spit at you, and you will be the one screaming out. Well, don't leave me high. Well, don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Well, don't leave me dry. Had the best thing that you ever had. Well, it's the best thing that you ever had. The best thing you've had has gone away. So don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Well, don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry.
Right. No clap tracks this week. All right. Hey, you guys. I figured every week I'm going to start wearing my actual wardrobe. I'm getting tired of the of the same old hoodie and sweatpants. Hey, what's up, Francesco? Digging the new single, Super Bad, by the way. Guys, go check out Francesco Yates. He's got a new song out. Oh yeah, Karina, you reminded me, you actually asked a question earlier this week, and I wrote it down, and I said I would be answering some of your questions and requests. What did you ask me? I thought I wrote it down. Oh yeah, okay, you were asking me if I have any tips for artists when they need to create but aren't inspired at all, and how do I get inspired? That's a good question. There's definitely moments in my life where I just do not want to, I don't want to play music, or I don't feel inspired to write something, like I can offer something to the world. But to me, the cheat around that is actual physical activity. When I work out or when I get my blood pumping in my head, ideas start to come. So it's kind of like, it takes me back to 10th grade. My math teacher, Mr. Olinick, Dave Olinick, if we couldn't get a math problem right, he would make us do push-ups. Now, I don't know if teachers make kids do push-ups anymore, but that was something he did to us, kind of punishment, but also I think he also subscribed to that philosophy that physical activity helps stimulate the brain. So I do that. If I have a writing session during the day, usually I go work out before to help stimulate my brain and get ideas going. That's kind of like the quick fix. Otherwise, it's okay not to create. It's okay just to step back and let the inspiration tank fill up, so to speak. So don't be too hard on yourself if you're an artist out there and you're a writer and you're not feeling inspired. Don't worry about it until you get inspired. Okay, so another request came through that I actually played earlier today. I was on iHeart Radio Canada doing a live stream to help raise funds for Red Cross of Canada. iHeartRadio is doing these weekly streams, and all the proceeds are going towards Canadian Red Cross and specifically for the COVID-19 crisis. So thank you, iHeart, for doing that. But in that series, or in that live stream today, I did a medley for the first time of all my songs that have been played on radio. And one of them that I haven't played in a long time, I don't think I've played on this live stream yet, is Never Let Me Let You Go. And it was also a song that someone requested. So I'm going to try diving into that one. I usually play it on guitar, but actually, funny story. I I was on tour. I don't know. I talk too much, but I was on tour and we're playing at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, and it was like my first show in Manhattan at the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is like an incredible venue and iconic. And we started this song, and literally the first chord on my acoustic guitar, the string broke, and I was standing there like a deer in headlights, but I ran over to the piano, and that was the first time I played this song on piano. This will be the second.
Why can't you just let this heartbreak kick in? Rule number one, we can't still be friends. No late night phone calls, no how have you been? I've seen that movie, I know how it ends. You start up a fight, excuses to see me tonight. You say you're moving on, then why you back here in my arms? You never let me let you go. You never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show back my home. You never let me let you go. You never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show back my home. Morning, I wake up with you in my bed. This instant coffee tastes just like regret. Counting the days till I start to forget. As soon as your scratches clear up off my neck, you apologize for doing this time after time. You say you're moving on, then why can't you ever stay gone? You never let me let you go. You never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show up at my home. You never let me let you go. Oh, you never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show up at my home. Why do ex-lovers make the best lovers and always get the best of us, messing up my head and my covers? Oh, 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 yeah. Why do ex-lovers make the best lovers and always get the best of us, messing up my head and my covers? Yeah, yeah. You never let me let you go. You never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show up at my home, home, home. Yeah, you never let me let you go. You never let me let you go. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show up at my home. You never let me let you go. Yeah. Every time I try telling you goodbye, you show up at my home. You never let me let you go.
All right, that's fun. I gotta play that one more often. Can you guys hear the birds? I heard the girl in the music video is really cute. She is. She's stunning. Okay, cool. 6:14. Oh, we're on schedule. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna bring on our first guest, Ethan, aka Alt Bloom. Ethan and I actually co-wrote my song "Reminding Me," which is crazy. I'm just gonna bring him on because I want to talk to him about that. And he's an incredible artist himself, and I want to hear what he's up to. So, Ethan, if you're around, fire me a request. You hear the birds? That's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got the door open. It's a beautiful day here in Vancouver, and it's just sucks that we can't really go out and be social, but it is what it is. We are here on our phones. How do I request? So, Ethan, when I think leave and then come back to my live, and it'll prompt you to join the live, and then hit hit join. So yeah, just leave, get out of here for a minute. Let's see. First time on the gram, Ethan? Come on. Now I can't find you. No, you're not there yet. What more can we say about Ethan? I think Ethan, you guys tell me, but sometimes I look at him and I think I'm looking at Zac Efron. I think he's got, I've never told him that before, but I think there he is. We'll ask. And yes, I'm an hour earlier this week. Birds are chirping.
What's up, dudes?
Yo, Ethan.
Yo, I really messed that one up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can
you
okay.
hear me?
Sometimes there's like audio. I can hear you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Audio issues, and so I think no one's saying that they can't hear us, so that's good. I'm gonna move my camera so we can still see each other. My
Sweet.
man. So I think we're good. So
I think we're live.
are you? Yeah, we're live. I heard a rumor you're in Montana. Is that correct?
I am. Yeah, I've been kicking it out here since before the whole lockdown really started. I left about 3 days before they said they're going to do the lockdown. Are you in LA?
No,
Or
I'm
Canada?
locked out of the country. Yeah, I'm in Canada.
Oh
right
my
now. So
goodness.
I was planning to be in LA. I was in Sweden for a promo trip, and then I flew to Toronto to finish a couple songs in the EP, and then my goal was just to come down to LA. And but then the border closed, and things got pretty serious, obviously with the coronavirus. And so I've been here for the last 4 weeks, but it's crazy times. Are you with family right now, or?
I am. Yeah, this is literally my childhood room. This is the room I was raised in.
Wow.
And I've set up a impromptu like studio here. Brought my vocals with me and my mic and all that stuff. So I've just been working away and enjoying Montana, honestly, and staying out of everyone's way.
Like, there's probably a bit of a silver lining, maybe like to go back home and to just have some, I'm sure, quality family time and just away from the LA rat race.
Yeah, it's been nice. Like, it's just been something that's, you don't, every time I come home, I'm only home for 2 weeks, and I usually bring homies with me. So it's always like a very quick hang. And this has been the first time I've been able to hang here for a minute. Yeah. So I've been enjoying it. And I'm doing a lot of things that I wanted to do when I'm normally here, but I usually don't have time to do. So it's been nice. It's been nice. I'm sure I'll start getting antsy at some point because this just seems to be going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the whole thing ends. Or trickles down.
Before he came on, and I don't think I've ever told you this, but I was like, for whatever reason, like, yeah, and Ethan's coming on, and he looks like Zac Efron. Which I was looking at your photos, your promo photo. I'm like, because for the longest time, I'm like, who does he remind me of? And I don't know Zac, but you kind of, in a weird way, kind of look like him. And people are saying you kind of.
Oh no, I get it all the time. I'm growing.
Okay.
I'm growing a stash right now to differentiate.
You call it Stash Efron?
No, yeah, there you go. Stash Efron. I don't mind that at all. We'll call it that.
So I was
what
talking
up, John?
earlier,
say that again.
Well, I was talking earlier, like how we met. It's kind of crazy. Like I was just thinking about it today in retrospect. Like we're homies now. We're good friends, and we've worked a lot together. But the very first day I met you, we wrote a song that like changed my life.
Hell yeah, dude! That was a fun song. It was a good day.
No, right, it was, but it's just funny. Like it was just a day. Like it was just a good day. You know how it is. Like I've had plenty of good days. I've had good, but it's very rare to not rare, but I can't really compare. I've had certain songs be successful, but it's hard to compare when a song does kind of blow up and you kind of look back, I guess, with maybe rose-colored glasses. But I do remember that day pretty vividly. I'm curious to know if you remember any of that. Hey, John Patrick.
Yeah, I'll say what I'm doing too. What up, Kendall? I remember that there was two things. I was actually talking to Taylor about this the other day. There's two things that really stuck out to me that day. One was we were in the middle of discussing something about lyrics. And I remember you at one point said basically something along the lines of I'm the artist and I know what is best for this. And honestly, in the moment I was like, whoa, that's sharp. And then later on I was like, that's so dope that he has the balls to come into a session. I didn't know who you were, and to just be straight up and be like, yo, I'm the artist. I'm the one representing the song. And what you're saying right now isn't correct. And whatever we ended up landing on, because you were that type of person, obviously ended with something very great. And I always really respected that. And I also remember that you came in with the idea of reminding me. You walked in and you said, I want to write a song called Reminding Me today. I want it to be about XXX and this. And then you and me ended up like massaging it down to what it ended up being. But those two things always very stuck out to me. That I was like, yo, this dude knows what he wants. He's obviously capable and is telling people to F off, which is like the best thing in the world. I thought it was great.
That's funny because I don't remember that part of the story where it came in. It was like, I'm the artist. This is how it's gonna go down.
No. It was like we were discussing like lyrics. We're like, oh, we think we should take it this way, and you're like, no, and we're like, well, no, we really think so. And you're like, no, like I'm the artist, and like this is where I want to take it. It wasn't like it didn't seem disrespectful. It seemed very much like I was like, yo, truth, he's right. Like we're working. We're collaborating with him right now, and this is his music, and he's going to be the one representing the song, so he's got to be comfortable with it. And I've took that with me to many things that I've done.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, I do remember coming in with the idea because I got in an argument with Kendall at the gym, and I said something stupid, and she said, "Remind me why I'm still with you." And I'm like, ooh, right away, I went to my voice note, and I started thinking about reminding me. And I think I came in with a voice note, but then I remember you with the melody. Like I was, I got the song, "Remind me why I'm with you," and you're like, "Oh yeah, kiss reminding me," and you're singing in your full voice. I was like, "Oh my god, who is this guy?"
Yeah, I was going through a breakup, so it was easy for me to just like switch it. I just switched it into my own personal like I'm sad.
Yeah, but your voice though, like you have such a nice, like your range, your tenor is so. I was blown away when I heard you in the room. I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's obviously here in LA for a reason. And so
when you were just playing that last song, I was sitting here watching it going.
That's amazing.
I was jamming with you. Say it again.
You got a little controller there? What do you got there?
Wurlitzer. I bought a Wurlitzer. It's just off, but I bought a Wurlitzer when I got home. Oh, man, I've literally just been spending money since I got home. I'm like, what can I buy that I've always wanted? A Wurlitzer, a motorcycle, and a handgun for backpacking.
Oh my god. Well, wrap up the running thing. I think it's funny because we totally hit it off that day. And we were going back and forth, and thank God for Jonas, because I think he helped us get organized. Because I think the bridge was originally our pre-chorus, and like we had like 4 other melodies, and Jonas is just kind of like, no. Like,
yeah, he very much knows what he wants to.
Yeah, Jonas J. Berg, if people are wondering. But But anyways, that was that was kind of how our relationship started, and then obviously we've hit the promo trail together. We've got a lot of things in common, a lot of friends in common. But I want to talk about you because I think the last time I saw you, I think it was pre-Alt Bloom. And
yeah, I was still in OPS.
Yeah. So talk to me about that transition and where you're at now and musically and where you're going, I guess, too. Because I am really curious about that. We haven't actually had that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it was something where when we started that project, it was always I always had it in my heart that I wanted to do my own thing, and it was always very much a learning process with like some of my closest homies who are there. Samantha and Peter are both amazingly talented. Yeah. And it was like a crash course for me in learning what really being an artist was, let alone like how to function in a label, how to function as a leader of a project. And learning all those things. But on top of that, just really like artists we toured with and stuff like that, like really learning what it means to be an artist. And like things like you coming into session being like, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and to really develop that confidence. So I got to the point where I felt like I was finally ready to go off and pursue that dream that I've had since I was a little kid, which is doing my own project. And then that was when Alt Bloom was born, because coming out of it, I'd done so many things with under my name, like I'd done Idol, I'd done X Factor, I'd done all these things. So if you typed in my name with music, like all these random things came up, and I was like, I don't want that to be a representation. If I'm starting in a project, I want it to really be about the music and about the vibe and the world that's being created, not about anything that's come before us. So we switched the name to Alt Bloom, and then ever since that, it's just been like creating this world and really stepping into what being an artist means, and what being the head of a project means, and what being the quarterback of a team means, and all that. And it's been a great learning process, and I've never been more happy in creating and performing and all that. So it's been really wonderful.
So what is Alt Bloom? Is that like a name? I'm curious where that came from.
Yeah, so it started off as I was going to name it after a mountain from home that I loved, but it was pronounced Sai, and it was a very confusing name for everyone because it's kind of like Sia. It's spelled weird because it's Native American, but it's my favorite mountain from home.
Wow.
And so after that, for a little bit, I wanted it to really be a representation of me and a representation of the nature side of me, and also the city influences that I've had over the last like 9 years of living in Boston and LA and Jersey. So All Bloom was literally like I sat around for 3 days throwing words I liked basically on a piece of paper and trying to mix and match them together. And then All Bloom was literally like day 3. It was just one that came across the page after I was mix and matching words together. And I literally said All Bloom, and it was like 30 minutes later I was calling my manager and calling the label and just being like, yo, this is the name of the project. And it just like clicked, and I knew it was like a home base for me immediately.
Amazing. Well, I like it.
Where did the name Shawn Hook come from?
So my real, thanks for asking. My real last name is Halukov. And it's funny, I got like a check. This is like my OG pad in Vancouver, and I've got one of those blown up checks from the first talent show that I won.
Hell yeah.
Halukov, paid to the order, and like you know, that name means a lot to me because it's a Russian name, and it's a Doukhobor name. So that Doukhobors were pacifists that left Russia because they didn't want to go to war, and they came to Canada.
Oh, weird.
You know, there's a lot of history behind that story. So it was very tough for me to change my name because my family has a lot of pride in that. I had a lot of pride in it. But living in LA and just in the music industry, the practicality of my real last name, Halukov, Hlookoff, which, by the way, was created. The original spelling I found out is Glukov in English, but in Russian it's a whole different translation.
Yeah.
So it's been changed many times down the line. So technically it's just evolution. And my one thought was, some people are like, no, keep your name, that's so cool. But I've heard so many people mispronounce my real last name that I knew that I had an opportunity to have music out on the radio. And when I'm in person, it'd be easy to correct them. Like, oh, it's like that. But what if someone's introducing my new single? And this is from Shawn Hook, and like they screw up the name.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? I'll just get rid of the L, get rid of the off, and it's Hook. So that was.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Simplified.
But anyways, I've listened to your new music. It's dope. It's really cool. It's more like kind of introspective and like very chill and fluid. And is this something? How long have you been working on? Like, you're one of the most prolific writers I know. Like, I feel like you can have like 4 different projects going at once. Like, honestly, I feel like
Thanks,
you can be in a band. But like, how did you come to this music? The production is really fresh too. I don't know who you worked with on the production, but
yeah. So like the way that the world came to be is it was a study of myself and all the different influences of who I had in my life. Because you know very much, and being an artist, choosing and sticking to something is one of the hardest things to do. And a lot of people say that you have to, and you know, I'm going to be more elastic with that as I move forward. Because I think that multiple lanes is just cool, and it's kind of like I'm happy in different lanes, and I like singing a show where I get to sing different pockets. But where All Bloom started was I became infatuated with Mac Miller and became infatuated with the lo-fi hip hop world, all that type of music, and dove into that stuff. And over the course, like this, I think the project started about 9 months ago now. And the music we had done about like a year before that, we had started on the music. And now the stuff that's coming out is all stuff that's been made in like during those 9 months. Because once I think Octoberize was the first song that really kicked it off. Yeah. Because that song really felt like it embodied the enough hip hop swag that I liked it, enough lo-fi swag that I liked it, enough singer-songwriter swag that I liked it, and enough of the R&B swag that I liked it. So it was like trying to take all those worlds and reconcile them in music. And it was a tough process, but once it clicked. And then Brian Phillips was a guy that I worked with a lot on, and Devin D'Amato was another guy I worked with it a lot on. And with the music, it was funny because it's just one of those things where when I hear lo-fi music or something that's lo-fi influenced, it just lights me up. And I don't know why, but there's just something about it.
You're saying that because if you look at my Spotify playlist right now, or my recently played, like I'm on a lo-fi playlist. Like that's like what I've been listening to a lot lately. I don't know why. I'm finding it very like peaceful and centering me, and not like overthinking what the concept is, or like doing the typical pop kind of like breaking down a pop song. It's more like free flow and creative and just kind of what music
Absolutely.
feelings sound like, I guess. So that's cool.
Absolutely, and I think it's such a fun genre because you get to break, you get to take music that you get to take jazz music, simplify it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then put like super behind the beat, but
Yeah.
in the pocket grooves underneath it, and it's a really fun repurposement of music.
Yeah. Well, it's working. I dig it. And
Thanks, bro.
you have a new song coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, literally coming out in like an hour and a half.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, because I guess it comes out on the East Coast and makes its way this way.
Yeah.
What's the song called?
It's called "Get Back," and it's like the most like pop song that I've put out so far.
Okay.
Yeah, and the concept of the song is about breaking up with somebody at the first time and then making the phone call to him, being like, "Yo, we should just get back together. Look, this was just a fluke. It was a dumb fight. Like, let's figure out how to do it." And I call it like post breakup depression, like getting back out of that is what the song's about.
I've been there.
Yeah. I feel like everyone at least does one lap after they break up with someone, if not two or three.
Yeah. Well, so okay. Well, I'm gonna go download that. Are you planning on playing that? Are you gonna play something else, or?
Yeah, I could totally play that for you guys.
I would love to hear it, because it's funny. Like when I'm releasing new music, by the time I catch up live wise, I feel like it takes me a little bit of time. But if you're gonna play the new single, that's sick.
Yeah, I'll play it. So like there was I want my whole project to be embedded in nature, because as you know, when we're touring around and doing a lot of things in music, it pulls you deep into cities, which are beautiful in their own ways, but my center is often found in the woods. So I wanted to make sure to have my project based as heavily as I could in it. So when I'm in the middle of releasing an EP right now, the rest of it comes out in June, I think, God willing, with everything going on.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something with it because all the songs are very produced, very lo-fi. Some are more pop leaning. So I wanted to do something that really spoke to my core. So we went out and did a tour of all of California in an RV, me and like 4 of my friends, and filmed these acoustic one takes of each song off the EP in different locations all around California. So this is the arrangement. This is the arrangement that I made of the song. It's a little bit more sentimental than the song definitely feels more like a party anthem. It's more tongue in cheek, and this is like the sentimental acoustic version.
Amazing. Take it away.
And it goes like this. One ring to voicemail, yeah. Texting, babe, please. If we talk in the morning, I'll lose another night of sleep. You and I got enough of a fight over something stupid. I barely remember. Let our heads get over our hearts and broke some beautiful. But we can get back together. Second time around is better. If we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me what's good and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, we can get back together. Yeah. Third time around, forever. If we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me what's good and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, we can get back. Oh, we can get back. Yeah, we can get back. Oh, we can get back together. Nah. Now you can tell me that you're tired of with a new boy that's got a connection. But I can see it in your eyes, love. You're checking me for reaction. Yeah, you know I will. Yeah, you bet I will. So stop giving me pills to swallow. Follow me home. We can get back together. Second time around is better. If we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me what's good and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, we can get back together. Third time around forever. If we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me what's good and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, we can get back. Oh, we can get back. Yeah, we can get back. Oh, we can get back together. Now, back to the new us, back to the old love, back to the songs that we played to get closer, back to the motion, rocking the ocean. I just wanna feel you right now, yeah. Back to the new us, back to the old love, back to the songs that we played to get closer, back to the motion, rocking the ocean. I just wanna feel you right now, oh. And we can get back together. Second time around is better. If we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me what's good and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, we can get back together. Third time around forever, yeah. We can get it wrong, we can get it right. Tell me
Yeah, dude, like dude, you're hitting like high B flat. Like, come on, man.
Thank you, bro.
But
Practice,
also that
practice,
lyric,
practice.
if we can get it wrong, we can get it right. Like that hit me. That hit me,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Like, beautiful song, dude.
Yeah, talking to this, that the significant others being like, yeah, if we can mess this up, that means that we can do it right. It's all good.
Crushing it, man. Crushing it. Well,
Thank you, bro.
We got to catch up when I'm back in LA, and hopefully this is over. We can put it behind us.
Hopefully before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but we got to do what we got to do, and we got to adapt. Which this is kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be hosting any of these, holla at your boy, and I might
Absolutely.
I might be hollering at you down the street.
Absolutely.
But thanks again for making time, and yeah, anything else you want to let me know that.
That's it, brother. Thank you so much for having me. Stay happy and healthy,
Yeah,
and good luck in Canada, man. I think that they're tackling this a little bit better than we are currently. So I hope it all ends quickly.
Yeah, hopefully that's the main important thing.
Yeah,
right,
brother.
buddy.
Have a great night. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. We'll do it again.
Peace.
All right, that was Alt Bloom. Incredible. Hang on, can you hear me? 1 second. I think I might have to redo this. Can you guys hear my piano? Audio is good. Just don't know if it's the right audio. Are you guys hearing me scratch this mic, by the way? Because I can't. Yeah, you're hearing the mic scratch? Okay, because I don't know why I can't hear that, and I want to make sure you can hear the actual piano. Okay, I'm just gonna trust you guys, because I can't hear it in my headphones for some reason. All right, well, I'll just go with it. It's ASMR, okay. Check. Yeah, because it's not playing through here. That's weird. Hang on. One other thing. Out of sync. Okay. I think that just might be an internet thing. If I do this, does it do anything? No? Okay. Well, we'll see. Let's roll the punches. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rejoin because it's different. Yeah, I'm gonna rejoin. Sorry, guys. Just come back. All right. See you in a second.